Welcome to Grey Goo, everybody. Here we have a 1v1 ranked match with myself spawning in the lower left corner as the goo, and then in the top right corner is the human player, Parture. Now, at the time of this game, I believe Parture is ranked 3 on their leaderboards, and I just came back from a long break, so not feeling any tie to one specific faction. I was playing random, which certainly played a factor in the open, as you'll kind of see here in this match. So Parture, you'll see here, doesn't know what faction I am, and he's going with a very greedy, as he typically does, 3 ref open with the human players. Because I wanted to use that advantage of keeping what faction I am a mystery as long as possible, I didn't run my scouting unit straight to his base. I wanted it to remain a mystery. So after bouncing between these two spigots, my mother, you see here this yellow built up. Well, it means that she can move freely and still gain resources. If we go to see what Parture is looking at here, he'll see there's steam still coming out those spigots, so that isn't a giveaway that I'm goo yet. But quickly you'll notice as he's getting to our base, he doesn't see anything there. So now it is known, he knows that he's going against goo. The interesting thing about this match is, because with goo you always have to respect a rush, he cancels the third ref, but the last ref was 1 second away, and he decided to cancel it. Was it a mistake? I don't know. It's open to debate because he did get all those 800 resources back, but nonetheless he was 1 second away from letting that extractor starting to build, and then he'd be on double ref open. I fully was intending to rush Parture. See, when Parture's played a lot of games, a lot more than I have, when you're playing against someone who's more experienced than you, I have the general philosophy that you can't play a standard straight-up game and probably expect to win because they have more experience than you. So I didn't want to take the typical path that most goo players do. In fact, I was trying something very strange here. I was wanting to get as close as possible, but then I saw him building an anti-heavy sentinel, and I knew that I was planning a large protein rush was pretty much done. So instead I break off into a second mother. Here's an important thing to notice. My newly created mother I put on the spigot right away. This mother right here is still growing. She is going to stop growing any second here before she reaches the spigot, but that's something for any new players that you want to do. When you're breaking off to your new mothers, use the mother that still has yellow bar built up to go to your new spigot. If I would have sent this brand new mother over there, they would have traveled all this distance without gaining any resources. So you see here, I'm just kind of running my drover back and forth, trying to just see what he's doing. He does still have that anti-heavy sentinel, and he hasn't discovered where I'm at yet. I should probably be bouncing this mother between these two spigots back and forth here, but I didn't. I have this mother on patrol between the two, and right now he's just kind of trying to scout, because he's ecoing up hard, and he's just trying to scout to see if there's any attack coming. You can see what the players are looking at. So here, I decided to try to get some harass going. So I have my scouting drover coming back here, and then these 2 small proteins, each one going into drovers. So 9 drovers total. Really, to make this worth it, I have to, because I spent 2 small proteins, I have to pluck off some harvesters to make this worth it. So here I'm going to try to get a harass going, and I need to, determine if I can make this a good trade value for myself or not. So let's see what happens. He's got enough refineries for what he feels comfortable with, and he'll pump out a whole bunch of tier 1. Here come the drovers. Now I have to be careful on the harvesters. I can get the harvesters going out, no problem. The harvesters coming back, you'll see this harvester here. I try to get behind them to try to shoot it, because if you just destroy harvesters that are full of catalyst, that's what they mine, they'll blow up like bombs, and I'll lose all my drovers. So any harvesters on the way back, you have to be careful with units that are right next to them. I've gotten 2 harvesters and a trident. There's 3 harvesters and a trident and revolver. He's starting to chase me away. I think I can take this revolver. Is it enough? No, not enough to get that harvester. And here comes in the anti-heavy being teleported. I got to get out of there. So it's debatable if that was worth it. Really, I got to be quicker. That mother just turned I need to split her off, and then I do the same with this one. The only problem with my unit composition right now is all my mothers are right up in this area. It probably be best to be kind of start to spread out throughout the map, because if he discovers or scouts in this area, all of a sudden I have all these mothers that are in trouble. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take this mother down and go this way here. Now he has 3 refineries. You can get 2 factories pumping out tier 1 units for each refinery. So he could go 2, 4, 6, up to 6 refineries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be dead even if you just put them on auto produce. He's just scouting here because generally humans will take this space over here. He might notice that the catalyst is a little bit gone in this pool, but he's going to take the bush, and he happens to find a mother here, and this mother is in trouble. Not enough units too close to his base. Probably shouldn't be hanging out there, but this is part of the game plan. He's got the monitor out, and now he's just going to run mass tier 1 units out to hunt down mothers. He took a little bit of eco hit with that harass, but nothing too damaging. Certainly nothing to get him from this point here. So I would say at this point I'm kind of in trouble here. I don't have enough just flat out units on the field. I tried to get my drovers in the brush. Some of them must have been sticking out because he was still able to fire on some of them. Here he needs to split. He didn't split at all, and he lost all those. If he split a little bit better, he probably could have won that engagement. But I'm on 4 mothers, and he's on 3 refineries. I'd say eco-wise, that's about even, but he has units out producing, and I don't have hardly any units out on the map here. Another situation where he needs to split, doesn't really split. I'd say this is another engagement that he probably should have won, but didn't. But nonetheless, his focus is probably trying to split out, just harass several mothers at once here. This mother looks like she's certainly in trouble. He's scouting the corner. He doesn't see me. His monitor most certainly probably will. Let's look at the researches here. Here I have just gotten done my stealth radiance. This is a build that I like to do here. This mother's almost certainly done, but check this out. This is kind of a funny part in this game here. He turned these guys back, and he's now going this way. This mother has still not been detected. But we have stealth radiance coming in. Typically with this build, I like to build in stealth radiance because he needs stealth detection to be able to see him. Take out all units and follow with striders to actually take out buildings, because radiants don't take out buildings much at all, but they can take out units. But once I start to fire, I'm control moving them. I'm not having them fire because I want them all to get in, because I need all the firepower I can. Because once I start firing, you can almost bank on that the player will begin to build stealth detection, and then the jig is up, as they say. So like right now, I'm assuming he's going to see that and start building stealth detection. That's what he's looking at. Oh, he's not looking at the engagement just yet. But he did find a mother. Did I recognize it? The mother's just taken a lot of damage. Instead of chasing those down, I probably should have gone up on that ledge, because he smartly just moves away. But in the meantime, he hasn't been watching all this. So he's about to discover that force, and now he's just now discovered that force is gone. He doesn't really know why, but he did see a mother there. And he's harassing this mother right here. This mother, I don't see it at all. That's bad play on my part. That mother's done. This mother somehow survived sneaking down here. But here's where the game's really kind of decided. So he knows he has trouble in his base. He can't. This is what it looks like from his perspective. He doesn't have stealth detection. So what can he do? He's building a stealth attachment. That's correct. I have 2 striders up here trying to fire on the refinery. I need to bring in more small proteins and mass them into striders to win this. Here, because there's no more units to destroy, I decided to just have them join the striders here and try to take out the refinery, because essentially in almost any RTS game, if you take out the refinery, you can win the game. Now I'm having all my mothers send small proteins into his base to follow up with striders, but the problem is I don't see that this is going on, and I think I'm losing some, right there, I'm losing some small proteins on the way. I'm just thinking they'll be able to get into his base, but they're not. But he's still got a big problem here. There's one refinery down. Working on another one. He's bringing the force back, but I don't know what they can do. but he does have a stealth detection right here, and he's got the dagger out. Once the dagger gets out, he'll be able to see these units, and then they won't be able to stand a fight with all these revolvers. I'm trying to destroy the detector sentinel while it's building because it takes more damage. All buildings take more damage while they're building if you can attack them. Here I need to recognize the dagger is about to come out and hang around this factory here to get ready to take it out. I did have another Strider come in. That'll help with destroying buildings. So this is a smart play on his part. He knows that he can't really fight those off just yet. So what's this turning into? It's like a base race situation. He's just trying to find the mothers. I'm trying to run from here. And if he can destroy all my mothers before I can finish out his base, he'll win because I'm only down to 2 mothers. I think he knows this one is here, but I don't know if he knows the other one's in the corner. He's down to 1 refinery. If you look at his resources up at the top, he's at 0 resources, so he is out of money. He has to start selling things now. But ultimately, here comes the dagger. He's going to be able to fight, but he doesn't have anything to help the dagger kill all these units because he can certainly see me now. What he needs to do is get this dagger out of here and protect it. But instead, he tries to pick the fight with the dagger and just 2 revolvers. I see the dagger there. A little slow, but I did see it. And I definitely don't want that to get away. And that is it. It's where he stands. But he's also going to take out this mother in the bottom corner here. This is a true base race. Now he has monitors. Can he find this final mother? Now I know he's tracking down, so I'm making Tempest. Because I know this corner right here, you can kind of be cheeky and hide your mother up here. But 2 set of Tempests won't take out a monitor good enough. So I'm going to make another set of Tempests. 4 Tempests should take out monitors pretty quickly. The trick is that monitors can see further than a Tempest can shoot. So he can theoretically camp his monitor, say, right about here and shoot these Tempests. But he's got to know where I'm at. And at this point now, he doesn't know where I'm at. He's still trying to build a few things. Anti-heavy sentinel, it wouldn't help him because he can't see the units anyways. He just needs to keep on making daggers and try to have one escape to join his group over here. That could bring him back in the game. But he is out of money. So now it's just, I've got a couple stealth radiants just camping over here just to help out the situation. And I feel pretty confident. I know I'm down to 1 mother. I'm feeling pretty confident. These 2, here it comes. See, there's one shot. He tries to turn away, but he's taking out the monitors. I feel confident I can hang out on this here and just win a slow battle. But I have to be careful because if I make a mistake, I know it could be over. Now at this point, I don't know where his army is. I didn't know it was on the opposite side of the map. So I make another mother, and I believe, if I remember right, I just camp it in the bush here for a little while where it can't be seen because I just wasted 2 bars making this mother. I have to be absolutely careful where I place them. This one's not gaining, but it's in more than... This is the mother that I'm kind of counting on to keep me in the game. As long as I don't lose it, touch the catalyst, get back to the brush, just in case his units start coming. I'm bringing these guys back also to kind of just camp this area to let me know if he starts bringing his force around here. He's really got to try to, I don't know, sell these off. It's probably a little late for that. He's still looking. Here comes 2 revolvers. Let's see what he's looking at. He's looking in the top left corner. No mothers there. He's got to know I'm down to 1 mother. It does look like I got lucky here, I would say. Outplayed, but nonetheless had the 1 counter that or the 1 attack that he couldn't counter. These 2 revolvers down here are going to get attacked. There's nothing they can do. I'm just camping in this bush ready to eat anything up that comes in there. Here comes a monitor to check out what's going on down here. He did move this revolver away, so he knows there's something going on down here. And this is probably what he's going to see. He sees the mother, and he knows he can't get vision up there. I'm just not going to allow it. So that is essentially